So it seems like the controversy surrounding these paid DLC layered weapons is unending. Earlier today, I've seen this conversation that's kind of going around Twitter, right? That players allegedly are going to start kicking other players who have purchased these paid DLC layered weapons if they show up in their lobbies. This kind of conversation spilled over from another controversy that happened not that long ago, right? Capcom and Monster Hunter had this like collab with Discord where if you like streamed Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak on PC for like 2 hours using Discord or something like that, you would get this like paid DLC armor set for free. So people started saying, if I see you wear this paid DLC armor set, I'm gonna start kicking you out of my lobbies and hunts. That kind of spilled over now into the DLC layered weapons. And now I'm seeing people saying that basically if they see you with these DLC layered weapons, that you're gonna get kicked from their lobby. Now, my first impression was, this is just an asshole move. Why would you do something like this? But as I thought about it, I came to two different interpretations of the logic of this, right? There's a more charitable interpretation and then a least charitable interpretation that I came up with. This is just what I think people are trying to accomplish by doing this. The first interpretation is that people think that by kicking players who have these layered weapons out of their lobbies and hunts, it will cause these players to buy less of these DLC layered weapons, therefore de-incentivizing Capcom from making more of these DLC layered weapons and armor, thus being the solution to the problem that is layered armors and weapons. That's the first interpretation that I came up with. The second interpretation is that players want to punish other players who bought these layered weapons to basically make their online experience worse. That's the second interpretation. Now, I want to talk about the first interpretation, the idea that basically this is some sort of boycott. There's a few problems with this idea, and I think they're pretty obvious when you think about it just for like a moment. The first one is, how the hell are people going to know what you're kicking them out of your lobby for if you don't tell them explicitly? Who knows? They could think maybe their internet kind of crashed for a second, or you never know, right? Unless you're explicitly telling the person, hey, you're wearing that DLC layered weapon, I'm kicking you out of my lobby. Like, unless you do that, there's no impact being had. And even when you do that, the impact to Capcom itself, it's next to nothing. It's minuscule. You're not actually affecting Capcom when you do this shit, okay? Like, you're just not gonna affect Capcom by kicking people out of your lobby. People buying these DLC layered weapons can be seen as a symptom of the problem, not the source of the problem. The source is Capcom. By kicking players out of your lobby to make some sort of statement is only affecting the symptom of the problem and not the actual source of the problem.
Come on!
So even if you tell the person explicitly why you're kicking them out of your lobby, it does next to nothing to solve the actual problem. That is shitty monetization practices in video games, which we're seeing everywhere. Not just in Monster Hunter, we're seeing it in every game. Like almost every game. And just to be clear, there is criticism to be had. Like, I believe that if you're criticizing these monetization practices, you have valid criticism. But by kicking other players, you're just hurting each other. Like, you're just hurting the community, not the actual company. If you want to do something productive, criticize the company, retweet the company, tell the company why you don't want DLC layered weapons. So kicking other players is not a solution. It actively makes the community worse. There's just no world where I see this being like a net positive for the community. And if this is some sort of boycott, like, I get where you're coming from, but it's not the way to go, Chief. Like, it's not, that's not it. Like, I get the anger though. Like, I don't want to minimize the anger that people feel. Like, I understand you don't want Monster Hunter to become like an EA game, right? Like, none of us want that. But focus that energy into something constructive and positive. Like, don't take it out on other people. That's just stupid. Now, I want to quickly talk about the second interpretation that I had, that this is somehow punishing other players. Like, you want to punish people who are partaking in these shitty monetization practices. If that's you, I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help. Like, honestly, get some help. If you actively want to punish other players, like, that's just stupid. You're dumb. That's fucking stupid. That's petty and that's childish. Like, if you want to inflict some sort of like pain on other people, or like some sort of inconvenience on other people for the sheer fact that you feel like they deserve to be punished or something like that, like, that's just stupid. to be fair, the kicking mechanic is there for a reason, and I'm not against kicking players. Like, you have the right to kick people. I just think you're an asshole if you kick them for something as petty as this. I know it may feel like vindicating in the moment. Like, in the moment, you feel good, but you just, like, subconsciously have to know you're an asshole. And that's gotta wear on the, like, brain, right? Like, just being an asshole for asshole reasons? I don't know. But if you're actively trying to make the community worse, just don't fucking play the game. Or, better yet, find other people who play similar to you and play with them. For God's sake, man, it's a co-op game. It's not even competitive. Chill the fuck out. Like, honestly, chill the fuck out. And to be clear, again, I'm not saying don't criticize Capcom or don't criticize these shitty monetization practices. I'm saying don't take it out on other players. That's just stupid. Like, it's just stupid. Like, I'm trying to be unbiased about this situation, but it's so hard because I can't think of any other reasons why people would do this. Like, those are the two interpretations I have of the logic of someone who says, you know what, you have those layered DLC weapons, I'm gonna kick you out of the fucking lobby, now you can't fight Gosmagorm or Diablos with me, ha ha ha, I'm a fucking God Chad player, I get sub 10 on every fucking hunt that I do. Like, okay, cool story, bro, stop being mean to people. Jesus fucking Christ, I don't know. Listen, if you liked the video, please leave a like. I read all of my comments, every single one of them, right? I read them all. Please let me know what you think about this situation. I need clarity if you're someone who does feel like you have the need to kick people out of your lobby for partaking in shitty monetization practices. Let me know what you think. Like, I can't wrap my head around it. I really want to, but I just think it's stupid and petty. But I'd love to hear what you have to say. Also, if you're just someone who has opinions about the situation, please let me know. I like to read what people have to say because we should be actively trying to make the community better, not worse. You know, it just... All right, I'm done. Goodbye. See you in the next video. Check out my other videos. Bye.